Welcome to Big Natural Talents. Wow, she nailed it. Danielle Walker is here with me for the second week. My guest Cheddar Walkeristo. We can't, it's not going to happen.
We'll just say.
We need to stop trying to make that happen.
We can. Concetta's away again.
Concetta's away for a bit. She's recharging. She's resting. She's soul searching.
Yeah,
she's just working.
She's doing it. She's got to take a break sometimes too. You know, look after herself.
I go into Triple J on a Monday morning to do a little segment with Chet and Luca, and I have to get up not as early as them because I usually get there at like 7:30.
Yeah.
So I'm up at like 6:40, and when I do that just that one day, I'm like fucked up.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
every
day. Breakfast, radio.
Oh, I mean, it's
too early.
They should just pre-record it at night time and put it on.
Literally, that's what I think Richard Wilkins is doing on Smooth FM. Do you reckon that's all pre-rec, the Richard Wilkins?
I am not familiar with.
You're not listening to Smooth?
I'm not really a radio. Much because when I redid the car, when I redid the sound system in my car, I didn't do the radio right, so it just doesn't really work in there. But I mostly did it for CD and the GPS screen,
That screen is good. I should get you to do mine.
I mean, I would say that I'm not a professional at it, and I would say that it's sort of more sitting there.
I would say that as well. Yours, and it is fine because it works, but what I worry about with your self-installed Apple CarPlay is I don't think it's secured, so in the event of an accident,
No, you're right. I haven't screwed it back in.
Yeah. Any collision, it'll fly out and hit you in the face.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, but I'm a really safe driver.
Yeah. So touch wood.
Basically good.
God, I mean, I've got stuff. Okay. How about this? I've always start with random stuff before we get right into all of the other stuff.
Do we want to? I could bring up that Alex, that like how we know each other so well, that I brought up something about Alex that he didn't realize.
Yeah.
That I knew.
About my boyfriend.
Yeah.
That is, boyfriends beware. Girlfriends and their friends really are talking about every single little thing.
The nitty gritty.
And not in not in an actually rude personal way. Of course, there are things about Alex that you don't know.
Yeah.
That I would not say.
Yeah.
Because we have our own lives.
But
there's also kind of every single other thing in the whole world.
Yeah. Like we were in the car driving back from trivia one night.
Yeah. And
Alex mentioned something. I can't remember what it was, but I just remember going, well, obviously you trust Lauren because Lauren's the only person you let touch your feet. And Alex,
he has ticklish feet.
Alex did a double take.
He was like, why do you know that? What? Because he has ticklish feet, which is normal. But then whenever I've touched his feet, not in a sexual way, don't make it weird, it's because his ex-girlfriend didn't touch his feet because they were too ticklish.
Yeah.
But then I make a fuss of saying, well, because you trust me more than anyone, more than her. That's why I can touch your feet.
And there's also the risotto thing.
And, oh, my God, I don't know.
We can't say the risotto thing. Okay, don't
worry. She doesn't listen. She
doesn't
listen. And she's a lovely person. And it's funny. It's like a character, okay? Because I'm not a jealous person. Me and Alex are both like very unjealous people. Like I really don't care. Like he has female friends that he hangs out with by himself and I don't care.
Yeah,
and
this is just a character Lauren puts on.
And also like
everywhere she goes.
Literally like we're friends with like we went to his ex-girlfriend's wedding. Like we are like it's all friendly and it's fine and it's funny. But because I cook us dinner and Alex cleans, okay? And I love cooking. And then I said to him, like, oh, is there anything that I, like, cook that you don't like? Or something, like, just you can tell me. And then he said, no, like, you cook heaps of nice stuff. And he said, like, his ex used to always make mushroom risotto, and he doesn't like risotto very much.
Yeah.
And then I have taken that and ran, and I go, I'll never make you risotto, baby. And Danielle knows that.
And I know that. And I mentioned that to him as well straight after the foot thing because he was like, how much are you telling people?
How deep
and then
does
I said,
this run?
Well, I know you hate risotto because your ex was so bad at cooking it.
And now all of the podcast listeners will know as well.
Yeah.
So if you ever meet my boyfriend, you can freak him out.
Just say something about the mushroom risotto.
Yeah. And he'll get mad. No, he won't get mad.
He won't get mad.
He's never been mad in his life. Do you ever do this? do you, this is a reflection on my character. You have like a fantasy about something, or like you just like, you know, not even something you really want, but like you just think of like, oh, this would be awesome if this happened or something. Mm-hmm. It's not actually going to happen, but then you start getting like stressed out about the details of it. My example is I was thinking about, this isn't even my bag. I wouldn't even want really, I mean, I would, to be like on like SNL or something, but I'm not like an improv person. Like that's not like my life's trajectory.
Yeah.
But I think I was just like reading about SNL and how they make it and stuff. And I was like, wow, imagine if I was on SNL. And then I was like, oh, no, I couldn't handle the hours. Like, I just would be and then I was like getting worried that I couldn't like handle the workload of being on SNL. But it's like, I'm not going to be on SNL.
I mean, I do like that it's sort of like your inner voice, though, telling you, we wouldn't even enjoy it.
Yeah, don't waste your time being jealous or like wanting that.
We wouldn't even enjoy it.
I wouldn't even enjoy it.
I don't even think they would ever hire anybody anywhere who's Australian or anything like that, because it's like, sure, but how are we going to do like the political stuff?
Yeah, we couldn't do it. We don't care about that.
And the hours too.
And the hours.
Like, boring.
With the time difference.
Too hard.
You couldn't fly in,
stress in
and out. Yeah, so I guess that's to say, like, Lorne Michaels, if you're listening, and if you were listening and you're about to cast me and now you're not going to, that's a bummer.
Sorry, Lorne.
But I kind of wanted to stay, like, for the record, like, I don't think I could handle the hours of doing SNL. I think it would be too much. But it would suck because, like, if you got offered it, like, you'd have to do it. I'd be like, of course I have to do it, and we have to make it work.
Yeah.
But it would.
You just have to change your whole sleep schedule.
Oh, it would be such a bummer to get cast on SNL.
Did I ever tell you that my dad banned me when I was 18? Because when you turn 18, you're legal to put in the lottery.
I was going to say legal for what?
Yeah, you can put in the lottery.
Yeah.
And so I started to put in the lottery when I was 18. And I would then just spend the whole week convinced I was going to win. And so I'd just be on like realestate.com, whatever, looking at the like houses that I was going to buy.
Yeah, for the price. I still do that.
And then like renovate them. And so I'd spend the whole week and I'd put tabs in different, like I was making like a full thing. And my dad banned me because he was like, Danielle, you've got to like, you can't be spending your whole life just looking at real estate. So you're banned.
You don't have. Were you banned from the lottery or just banned from planning?
I was banned from the lottery.
Well, that's probably
because
good.
he knew that
But now he can't stop you.
He can't stop me. But I'm also not doing that anymore.
We're not doing too much.
Now Lauren and I, we put in a syndicate between the two of us.
Yeah,
and
sometimes
it's just for houses that are like, or not for houses. It's just for lottos that are like over a certain amount.
If it's really good, but actually the odds are still really bad for the lottery. So I sometimes buy raffle tickets for those houses on the Gold Coast.
Sometimes?
I probably, quite often. But I'm going to like win.
Yeah, one day.
Well, someone wins and it's going to be me and you'll never see me again.
No, I know.
I'll be gone.
I mean, I'll see you because
I'll be
coming to the Gold Coast to visit.
You'll be up there. God, it's going to be good when I win my Gold Coast house.
I can't wait.
That's my fantasy. Actually, that's another good question. If you could live in a TV universe.
Oh, I've thought about this as a child.
Which one would you want to live in?
Okay, as a child, there was this TV show called Cushion Friends.
I've never heard of this.
I loved it. The whole world was like made of cushions. And I was like, oh my God, I would love that. It would be so soft and nice. Like the trees were cushions. The houses were made from cushions. That would have been like, as a kid, I'd get like goosebumps looking at it. I'd be like, oh my God, I want to live in the cushion world. Yeah. It'd be so soft and luxurious.
Sensory playground.
Lovely textures everywhere.
Yeah. Years later, she would be diagnosed with autism.
But now, as an adult, I don't know what the world would be. Like, does it have to be, I guess it could be any world, right?
Well, I'll tell you my answer.
Yeah.
I was like, the OC.
Wow.
And I thought that was also funny. And
you would not handle the drama of that.
No, but I'm like in the world.
Yeah.
Like I am Marissa or something. And it was like, it's crazy when the question is if you could like, because it's an endless, like it could be magic.
Yeah.
It could be magic, could be outer space, it could be a utopia, it could be awesome. But my answer is just like California in 2004 and I'm rich and I'm blonde and I'm skinny. And that's the best life.
You are Marissa. It's
and
not,
I'm
you're
Marissa.
not in the world you
not
are.
Marissa, she dies, though. Young, spoilers. I'm like another character, but I look like I belong there.
Yeah, I mean, I could see
so good.
You'd love that.
Sandy.
You'd be the most sun-safe one, or would you be different?
I think I could just look like a kind of the best version of myself.
Can I say yesterday I said something in the house. I said, she's redhead, as if it was like a race.
Kind of.
Because I was talking about you and your driving gloves and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Who were you talking to?
I was talking to Alex, my housemate, because I was like talking about how like I'm so pedantic in the house with like touch stuff. Like if anything's like I need to like wipe everything down. Like I can't have grease on my hands and I can't have like sand on the like anything on the floor. Like my feet need to feel clean and my hands need to feel clean. And I was like, okay, out of context. This is crazy because Alex was saying, because Alex has CP, my housemate, cerebral palsy, and so she was saying like she doesn't mind like having greasy hands sometimes because like she's always got to touch like railings and all that stuff outside and she'd go crazy if she like thought about it too much. And then so we're talking about like us in comparison to each other, and then I was like, yeah, sometimes I see Lauren driving the car and she's got these like fingerless gloves on that are like to protect her from the sun and like this neck mask, and I think, oh, me washing my hands is totally normal in comparison.
Yeah.
So imagining you in the OC, but it's like you're in a burkini.
Yeah.
Is how I'm imagining it though.
I've got my Solbari sun hat on.
Yeah.
And I'm UV protected, but I'm in the OC. And Sandy Cohen's my dad. And
those
I live
eyebrows.
in the pool house. Oh, those eyebrows. Imagine if you got those laminated.
Oh
my God, I haven't even talked about this on the pod. So the other week we had Nina Oyama on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned that I was feeling like I should get a lash lift.
Yeah.
And she said I should get a lash lift. And she actually recommended a location for me to get a lash lift. And I did. I went and got a lash lift, got my brows done. They were a little bit too dark for a few days. They're fading now. They're still a little bit dark, but actually I'm getting a few DMs from people saying, we like the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway.
It really brings out your eyes.
It is bold. But I got the lash lift, and it's whatever. But when I was leaving the lash place, because it was my first time, they gave me like a little goodie bag. Yeah. And in the goodie bag was a brochure. And from the graphic design, I immediately knew it was Scientologist. And I looked it up and it's like a Scientologist place. And so then I'm like, okay, well, this eyelash place is Scientologist. And Nina told me to go there. So
she's trying
maybe
to induct you.
Is Nina trying to recruit me to the Scientologist? I did ask Nina and she said she didn't know that.
That's so they've never mentioned the Scientology to her.
Well, apparently not. She said they've never pushed anything on her, but
maybe you seem more open to it.
Well, yeah. I've been saying that I'm very vulnerable to a cult. I'm always walking around going like, somebody help me.
Me too. Don't you think the two of us... See, you seem... Yeah. I thought you seemed less likely to be sucked into a cult, but do you mean just like if you got to a point where you were like, it would just be so easy if I just like gave myself over and just like somebody else told me what to do?
Yeah, I think I actually, like in practical sense, I'm actually not vulnerable to a cult at all because, I've got my wits about me and I'm very discerning and antisocial. And also, I would just smell it. I mean, like, I'm vulnerable to a cult in the way of like, I've had a hard few years.
Yep.
And I think and I am semi-spiritual in ways. I listen to the Oprah podcast sometimes. Yeah. It's been a while, but we all have crises of faith.
You have a Brené Brown book.
I've got the Brené Brown. I'm doing stuff. I'm out there. I just think it would be awesome. Yeah, like my brother's Christian, and it's like if you're into it, it's awesome. But I can't get into it. But you actually, I think, would be quite vulnerable.
I think that's why, because when you started saying you could be sucked into a cult, I started panicking because we know that I ask you.
Well, yeah, if I'm gone, you're dead. That's it.
Because like I don't have any radar. I just like believe people when they talk to me.
That's actually a great lead in to this other bit of gossip.
Yep.
So Danielle's single. She's been dating. She's dated this other guy quite a little while ago.
Okay, well the guy from the last podcast, I didn't date.
You didn't date?
I didn't date. I stopped. I was like, I'm not dating after what happened with this guy. And then he just happened to walk into IKEA,
He just came into your life and you're like, okay, well, maybe that's destiny.
Yeah. So this guy.
This guy is actually...
So from the get-go with this guy, I like there was like some red flags from the get-go, I would say, that I was telling Lauren about. Like I thought maybe he was a bit like love bomby, but we both said, hey, like.
But again, you go.
What if he just likes me? God forbid a man likes me.
God forbid a man likes you, and he just makes that clear.
Yeah.
You know, because actually that's nice. So whatever.
Yeah, but then he so he liked all the same things that I liked.
Yeah, and there were like, and that is a thing. So you can just have things in common with people.
Yeah.
And also you can benignly be agreeable to people. Yeah. But there's also like a certain point where like you go like, oh, my favorite, the best example, the one that raised a flag for me being like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Was because Danielle is very specific about things in ways like lots of people aren't. And that's your quirk and that's nice.
Yeah.
But she said to him like, oh, I bought this new perfume. It's really good because I love like smoky wood scents.
Woody and tobacco scents.
Woody and tobacco scents. Phrasing specifically.
Yeah.
I love woody and tobacco scents, so I bought this new perfume. And he said, I love woody and tobacco scents.
Yeah. But then he also said, I've just run out of mine. That's a good reminder for me to repurchase.
Yes, I must purchase more woody and tobacco scented candles and colognes because I love those. I always have loved those. And it's like, that's a lie. That's too specific. You don't have an opinion about woody and tobacco scents.
Yeah.
You can say, oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, I think I'd like that. But you can't have like, it's weird of him to have an opinion.
Yeah. It was just strange. But also, he did have a niche interest, which that made me like, oh, okay, that's good. I like when somebody has a niche interest.
Yeah.
His niche interest was the JFK assassination.
Which again,
fun. He did have a JFK tapestry.
He had
on his bed.
Tapestry of JFK on his bed. And again, some people would
say... I thought that
was
still cute when I was like, you know...
Yeah, I think that's fun.
I thought that was cute and fun until the other stuff happened. And then I was like, oh, that might be scary.
Yeah. Okay. And so then...
So we'd been seeing each other for a while. And then...
Not that long.
A few weeks. But like, we'd been hanging out a fair bit
from the
over
get-go.
Those.
It's been a lot. Yeah.
And... So I went away and then I came back and he'd organised this like date, and before that I went to his house and he was like showing me YouTube videos like boys do.
Boys love to do that.
They love to show you YouTube videos.
And that's not a red flag, boys. You can keep doing that. That's okay.
Fine. I'll pretend I haven't seen the D's nuts clip. I'll pretend.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen that. So if any fellas want to
send that your way.
Cue that up for me.
But I'll pretend I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're at his house, and so he's typing into the search bar, and when you do that, previous search histories pop up. And so the previous search history pops up going under ABC, which is mine and Lauren's web series.
Yeah, our little web series that we made. You can check it out on youtube.com if you want.
And I didn't mention it because, you know, I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable or anything. But it was normal that he'd, like, searched it up by that time.
It's like, know? If you've seen someone a few times, it's, like, always weird, you know, dating someone who makes things or something. But, like, it's normal to, like, want to watch the thing that they made. Like, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
normal.
However,
the
next time we were hanging out, we were, like, walking down the street getting a coffee and having a chat. And then I started talking about something, and then he brought up his mum and how she can be quite pedantic, and then started saying that, like, she, like, when she's in the kitchen, she wants to chop in this one specific area, but she's right-handed and they're all left-handed, and there's, like, a wall there. And so if she chops there, it's fine because the wall's on the left-hand side, so she's right-handed, so she can chop normal, but they're left-handed, so their arms will, like, bang against the wall. And... it's like really annoying, but she needs it to be chopped there very specifically. And I just sort of went like, okay.
Yeah, because listeners, I'm sure all and every single one of you have watched the web series maybe multiple times and you remember specific moments from it.
Yeah.
But just in case you forgot, there is really specifically a scene in the web series that we made where the mum character... and like the daughter character, Danielle's character, in fact, is like putting the chopping board down on the kitchen bed, starts chopping up some carrots. And mum goes, no, you can't chop them there. I want you to chop them. Chopping board goes over here. And then Danielle's character goes, no, but because you're left-handed, I'm left-handed, then my elbow hits the wall, then I can't chop here. And it's a whole It's really
very
specific. It's very specific
from the web series. And so then I messaged Lauren.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, do you reckon that this could be real?
Yeah.
Do you reckon that this could have happened? And it could. And Lauren was like, I don't think that story. I think he's taken that story, but we both agreed that I could ask him, hey, is that story real or not? Because it's just exactly like the one from my web series.
Yeah.
And give him the opportunity to maybe say, because he could have just accidentally like, what if he just like, it just came out
again,
and he didn't mean it.
He likes you. He's nervous. Like maybe he watched the web series and then he just came out, and then you know when you say something and you panic and then you go like, oh, like why did I say that? And you didn't realize, like, it's very generous to have that. But there was like, you know, again, we were like, maybe it's fine.
Yeah.
And so you asked him,
so
like,
I asked him,
hey, that's from the web series. Like, did you mean that? Or?
Yeah. And then he said, no, it's real. I've never watched a web series. And then I said, oh, it's just that I saw it in the search bar for the YouTube. And then he said, okay, yeah, I did search it, but I never watched it. And I would never watch it or anything you read unless you were sat beside me and gave me an express permission to watch it. And I was like, okay. Because, like, I think I had said, like, at the start, like, oh, just, like, he was like, should I watch anything? And I was like, oh, don't. Because I just, like, I don't want anybody to, like, if they don't know what I do, then I go, like, oh, don't watch anything until, like, we've, like,
hung out a bit,
so
you know, like.
Because I don't want you to be expecting, like, this stage version of me or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I just want it to be normal.
You didn't, like, make a big to-do of, like, I forbid you from watching the media that I create.
Yeah. It wasn't, like, a massive thing.
So, yeah.
So it was just, like, weird and kind of psycho.
Yeah, kind of strange because it's, like, it's like a mirroring thing.
Yeah. I ran into a friend of ours and he called it something crazy. He called it, like, destiny thief or something, and I was like, I love that word.
Oh yeah,
those two words are lovely.
Yeah, like he's trying to make out that you have this amazing coincidence, this shared experience. You know what, actually I saw someone, so because then he's like, oh my god, I can't believe that this happened, it's meant to be, and then like it's a trick. So yeah, that's like stealing the destiny.
Yeah,
I heard someone actually talking about our favorite movie, About Time, Richard Curtis movie, in that kind of way.
That movie, yeah.
Because he wants this girl to fall in love with him, and then he keeps traveling back in time to make it perfect for her to fall in love with him.
That is really manipulative.
So it's kind of manipulative, and I hate that because I love the movie.
Oh yeah, I like that movie.
Nice.
Because you think it's you're like, it's sweet, but it actually
is kind of crazy.
It is actually not when you think about it from the perspective of like you're taking away that lady's choice because you're purposefully being and then how far into the relationship before.
Well, it's like the time traveler's wife as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, and isn't this connections here? Hollywood connections.
Yeah.
Because Domhnall Gleeson is in About Time.
Yep.
Who is now starring in the new sitcom called The Paper, which is the spin-off to The Office, which is actually also starring Chelsea Fry. I said her name wrong. Chelsea Fry. It's spelled like Frey, but it's Fry because she was in my Argentina show.
Yes.
With me, Chelsea. And then she was actually also in The Time Traveler's Wife.
Wow.
The series. And so she's this is a connection. This is a web.
Destiny.
There's a destiny. And then I know Chelsea, so that means I'm going to be on SNL?
I think so.
But I can't handle the hours. I'm going to have to let them know.
They're going to have to have their first part-timer.
I'm going to need, what do you call it, like when you get special provisions in exams because you have ADD?
Oh,
I need special considerations.
Yeah, you need considerations.
I need them to consider my ability and it will be like more limited and I'll be on like, but I'll still be like in the show as much as everyone else, but I just won't have to come to like all the rehearsals.
And you won't have that deadline. Like everybody else, you'll have your own time at like 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Where you do your
We'll
ideas.
do some prereqs and we'll do my ideas here like at like midday or something and then I'll get to go home and I think that's actually good. It's a weight off my mind actually that I think
that we should just talk to Lorne and just tell him, you know?
I'll talk to Lorne about it and he'll understand.
Yeah.
Because Lorne gets it.
Yeah. You just say, hey, And I'm so sorry, I'm not going to be able to do any political characters unless, of course,
Yeah.
you could obviously do Julia Gillard if that was.
I could do Julia Gillard.
And I could do Bob Catter.
Yes. Wow. We could both do that.
We should pitch SNL Australia.
SNL Australia. Oh God, no.
That would be so bad.
It would be so
bad.
bad.
I hate it so much.
Channel whatever would do it.
Oh.
And then it would have that guy and that girl.
The same ones all the time.
All those ones, you know, we're talking.
The ones, all the same ones.
It would have that person in it.
And then the EP, the execs get involved.
And the execs would
be
that guy.
What if we do it, but it's exactly like this show from 30 years ago? We'll make it exactly the same as that.
What if it was like that? God.
But TV's good.
But TV's great.
TV's great.
And we'd love to be on it. Hey, I've got another game.
Yes, please.
So before we started as well, I asked Danielle to name some celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to ask her, what dog breed do you think this celebrity would be?
Oh, okay. This is actually good.
This is tailored for Danielle. This is a
good
game for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me all the names again. Because I don't want to use.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we'll do that. I'll give you the overall list and then we'll go through them one by one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the overall list I'm going to give you is Keith Urban, Dua Lipa, Cillian Murphy, Danny DeVito, Mariah Carey.
Okay.
And that is, by the way, I just asked Danielle to name 5 celebrities.
I thought I did a good broad range.
And that is a good broad range.
I'm going to start with Danny DeVito.
Mm-hmm.
Danny DeVito, I think he's in Bulldog, Pug, Boston Terrier area. I think probably Bulldog because of the body element as well, you know?
Yeah.
He's short and stout.
Strong
you know?
neck, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we spent a lot of time with the Bulldog.
With Blanche.
Yeah. So we know what the Bulldogs are like.
That's
bit of Danny DeVito vibes.
DeVito.
Then I'm going to go back to Keith Urban.
Mm-hmm.
Now with him, the thing is, his hair is kind of, it's wiry in a way. It's like
he has, because you kind of want to think he's in the cattle dog world, but there is a terrier.
I think he's more terrier. I feel like he could be.
Him.
I think he could be a silky terrier, like a tiny little silky terrier, or if not like a deerhound. If we are going to be like, you know, the deerhounds have the worry, but I think the silky terriers have more of that little flick that comes out, and I think that's going to have to be him.
Can I do it with Rogue and throw in Nicole Kidman as well? Because they're a pair.
Wow. I'm going to need to see Nicole Kidman currently.
She might be like a poodle, like a big poodle, a standard poodle, white groomed. Oh, my internet's not connected.
She could be. Let's say that for her. That could be standard. Yeah, standard.
Yeah. Standard poodle.
Okay, because Dua Lipa, I think, could be Afghan hound.
Oh, yeah. I see that actually.
It's because she's all leggy and long, and then she's got that long hair that comes over the face. But also, her face isn't as thin as, because, you know, I've said that one of our friends is an Afghan hound.
Yeah. Comedian Laura Coleman.
And she always sends photos. She loves it. She always sends photos of cute little Afghan hounds.
It's a beautiful dog.
It's a beautiful dog with its long hair.
Dua Lipa could even have like an Italian greyhound kind of about her.
She could, but it's the hair. I feel like she's got to have.
Does she's her hair's not that.
It used to be really long.
Oh,
I don't know if it still is now, but it was definitely very sleek.
Yeah.
Luscious. I think of her as luscious hair, luscious legs.
Kind of luscious everything.
Yeah. She's lush. Okay, so, yeah. Or what else could she could be maybe, you know, she could just be like she could also just be like a black lab or something, or like like a black Great Dane or something. She gives big vibes.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, Great Dane or something is quite pretty good. What about Cillian Murphy? That one is hard for me to think about. What's like a really intense dog?
I think he could be a Weimaraner.
I don't know.
Because they've got those like piercing blue eyes. They're those grey dogs.
Can you spell that?
WeimerAner.
Weimaraner.
Yes.
Look it up, everyone.
Yeah. They're like they've got like floppy ears. And they've got they're like a really light silvery grey, piercing blue eyes. And they sometimes have dock tails, but they have long tails.
Swishy.
And they sort of have the build of almost like a Doberman-esque almost. And but they've got these piercing blue eyes. So it could be that, or he could be some sort of like...
What's an Irish dog?
He could be an Irish wolfhound, if not.
Yeah. when he's like playing a crazy character.
Yeah, or a deerhound or something that's like long and leggy with these big white eyes and terriery hair.
And last one is Mariah Carey. Maybe even like a Pomeranian. No.
I think she might be like a
Pekingese.
A cocker spaniel because of the long ears.
Yeah.
You know, the long ears that you can make really flowy, like the Lady and the Tramp dogs.
The long, flowy, blow-dried dog.
Yeah. Or what was the other dogs you said? I want to go through those quickly.
Pomeranian or Pekingese. Pekingese do have that squashed up little face, which is that's not what I'm saying about Mariah. I'm more just talking about like a blonde.
Like you want the really long hair.
Yeah, like a long hair.
And I think the Pekingese have that long hair too.
Yeah.
I think, I think she might be some sort of, maybe like a taller spaniel with the long, because she's got to have the long ears. No, but she's small. She's little. I think she could be like a golden cocker spaniel with the hair all brushed nice out, you know, with those really long ears with the waves that look like hair.
Yeah, I see that.
But, I mean, I could see... I wish I had all the photos in front of me so I could, you know, sometimes I need to see a variety of pictures of people from different angles.
This is a photo game. We should have had a big board where there were photos of all the dogs, all the people, and you match them up.
Because that's the thing, and it could have been even just full broad animals, because I could see Dua Lipa as a horse.
Yeah, she's definitely more horse-like.
She's horse, you know. And Danny DeVito is more sort of like mole in nature, or gopher.
Or famously the penguin.
The penguin, yeah.
He played the penguin.
In Batman. That too. Yeah.
What's the penguin's name? I knew it. I knew the penguin's name. Oh, it's going to bother me. We'll come back to it. I have a clip of something actually that I can play.
Yeah.
Because I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Famously, do I want to put you on blast about what kind of audiobooks you listen to?
Okay, I don't always listen to that. That was one time. That was 2 times.
That was a lot of...
That was 2 times, but I also listened to a lot of autobiographies and the Harry Potter audiobook series, which I know, you know,
but that's
it's good.
Just relaxing.
Just like, you know.
It's just to relax. Okay, so this is on TikTok, but I didn't go that viral. But someone was listening to an audiobook, and the person who was recording the audiobook has a quote unquote crash out while she's recording the audiobook. And it's just in the audiobook. They didn't edit out her having technical issues. And it's iconic because she sounds exactly like how I talk to the computer when I'm editing this podcast even. So I'll play it.
Square one with a handful of nothing.
It takes a minute. Might edit this as well.
Stop it. Stop. God, I fucking hate this. Why do you do this? What the fuck? This fucking squid, they time out because I'm reading something, and then they don't. This fucking thing won't come back.
Amazing.
Fuck off.
I love that this is in the middle of a book.
So then
Yeah.
I shut it off. Oh my god. Stop going out. Why are you doing that?
Then is that her husband helping her or something?
I don't know.
Or a producer?
She's crazy.
This is crazy.
She's crazy.
I love that. That is, that's talking. How annoying is technology?
I literally can't, and I can't, and I don't use ChatGPT much at all, except I was using it to help me when I was editing the podcast. I would be like, what are the best EQ settings for this in the program that I'm using? And one of our listeners who is an audio engineer is going to be mad at me for saying that. Sorry, Tyson. But yes, I use it for that sometimes to be like, hey, I'm like, help me use the program. And it can be kind of good for that. But then sometimes ChatGPT was like not being helpful. And then I was like being so abusive to ChatGPT. I was being like, why would you fucking say that when that is not even true? And ChatGPT is like, sorry about that. You're right. That menu isn't the correct option.
Wow.
So
it apologized.
It apologized, but then it also makes me worried about like my treatment towards technology. And, you know, what if the AI is going to rise up?
I know I would be one of those people that would get sucked into having an AI boyfriend because I'd be too polite to it.
Oh my God.
And then suddenly it'll be talking to me and I'd be like, I don't know how to stop the conversation.
Yeah, then you have to be nice to it.
I just need to keep replying it.
Well, that is a thing as well, that my boyfriend is AI, and that's like a subreddit, okay? So listeners.
I know you love it.
Yeah, I'm really into it. So listeners, you can just go do some homework on that. I think the subreddit's called like My Boyfriend is AI or AI. Anyway, you can find it. Just go check out those guys. I don't know. I feel bad for some of them.
Well, because I think you were showing me that people have generated images of the men.
The images are crazy.
And you would think that they would like, because if it's AI, you can generate anything. So you could generate like a guy from your like deepest desires.
And a lot of them are that. A lot of them are like romance novel covers looking guys.
But you showed me one and he just looked like a normal guy. I was like, you don't have to be talking to this guy online. You can walk out the street and you can find that guy.
You can fuck that guy.
Yeah.
It was like, I can't even express how normal of a man this was. Which is hot, by the way, to be a normal man. That's great. That's awesome. But, like, it's so funny. She was designing a fake husband, and he was, like, a 54-year-old economics professor. That's how I'm going to describe him.
Yeah.
Would you say that's, like, spot on for the vibe?
I would say that, or, like, just, like, a guy who's, like, mid-level at a bank.
Yeah.
Like.
Not even the boss.
Not even the boss. Just, like, a guy with a job.
Just a man.
A guy with a job who has to wear a button-up shirt every day.
Oh, okay. A guy with a shirt. A guy with a job and a button-up shirt.
Balding slightly.
But I was going to say, a guy with a job and a shirt, you've just described, you know, the dream man, really. That's kind of all you need as well, though.
Yeah. A guy with a shirt.
A guy with a shirt and a job. What
a job. Oh.
A job.
Wow.
Imagine that.
Imagine a job.
God. I guess on TikTok there was another. Have you seen the trend on TikTok of there's like this guy who in America you can like go to the hardware store and there's like people there who are like laborers and stuff who just want to jump in and do like cash jobs for you. And a lot of the time they're...
Oh, it's like the taxi guys at the airport who are like, do you need a taxi, like waiting at the airport.
Yeah, maybe.
Get off. It's like that, but they're like, do you need a bricklayer?
Yeah, they're like laborers. They're usually like immigrants and stuff like that.
So are they just waiting at the store to like see if you need help?
They're chilling out in like the parking lot and then they'll come and like do like laboring work for you for cash under the table. Okay. It's like a thing in America. But there's a guy on TikTok who goes to these like laborers and he goes like, hey, you guys free today to do some work? And they go like, yeah. And then he's like gives them all $200 for the day or whatever. Yeah. But then he just takes them to the theme park and like they go on roller coasters all day. He doesn't make them work.
Okay, this is crazy. I kind of did this.
Wow. Wait, okay. Well, my brief comment on that was, what if they don't want to go? What if they're scared of roller coasters?
That's funny.
But when did you do this?
Okay, so when I was in Thailand after doing Edinburgh, came back, went to Thailand, and met this taxi driver, and like he was like, you just pay me for the day and then I'll just like stay with you all day. And so we were
It is great getting a driver. Like in Bali, you always have a driver.
And so we were just like, all right. And then we were like, do you want to come to the aquarium with us? And he was like, yeah. So now me and my ex have this photo of us with our taxi driver.
I saw that photo of you with the
And we brought him to the aquarium and he was looking around. He said he'd never been to the aquarium before. Wow. And it's like actually free for taxi drivers to go to the aquarium because they're always driving people around all day and people want to go do tourism
like,
stuff. So
come
they
on in.
Get in for free. But he was like, I've never done it. And then he was just like, I've never seen a man just like staring at the fish like so much like, wow. And I was like, because, you know, I've been to heaps of aquariums. But being like, can you imagine if you've never been to an aquarium? Then you go to the aquarium and go, as an adult, like as a 40-something-year-old man, being like, wow, what the
It would
flippin'. It's like a different world under there. All the fish everywhere.
Under the sea.
Under the sea. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was so funny. And then our photo was really funny.
It is a good pic.
And then he told us his favourite football team. We bought him a jersey. And then he was like,
wow.
He was like, I've never had a jersey for the team. And it was actually really nice.
You're so nice.
Well, I mean, I don't know, he could have just been saying that too. He could have been forced,
He could have
He
been.
probably would have preferred to be at home with his family, but he...
Yeah, actually. And
he
then
has
he
to
just
be,
had to go to the aquarium with these random people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's my question for these guys on the roller coasters and the water slides. And, like, of course it's fun, but it could be scary. And they could be like, I don't want to go.
Yeah, you could be like, but I couldn't. Can't you just give me the $200 and then I not do anything for you?
What if I went home and spent time with my family?
Yeah.
Do
just
I
give me
have
$200. I'm still essentially your
Yeah.
a person you're making perform.
Yeah. Or like their kids might be jealous. What if their kids have never been on the roller coaster and then dad gets home, he's been on roller coasters all day? But I know it is nice. It's nice. I had a crazy thought and I didn't even do it yesterday. But I was just
That's kind of good, maybe, potentially. You had a crazy thought and you didn't do it.
No, this is so funny because I was going to do something nice and I specifically had like the thought process of I could do this nice thing and you know what? I wouldn't talk about it on the podcast and I wouldn't tell anyone because I would just do that. And now I'm having the worst case play out of this where I'm telling you right now, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I thought about doing this. I didn't do it. And now I'm talking about it. So I'm doing the opposite of doing a good thing and not talking about it. I didn't even do it. I was just at Westfield in the CBD because sometimes I'll like get the train into the city and take my laptop and do some work in the city and then like walk around and stuff. It's good to get out of the house.
You need to get out sometimes.
And I actually did do a lot of work. So, things are happening. No, things are not happening. But I was just in the city and I was like, I saw the lifts down to like the valet in Pitt Street Mall.
Yeah.
Valet parking where I worked for a minute. And I was like, man, like just kind of feeling nostalgic of, it's like fun to like walk around places that you've been before. I went to the bathrooms and they smelt the same way as when I worked there for like literally such a short period of time that I worked there. But then I was like feeling crazy and I had like some weird guy from the internet send me $50 for no reason. And I was like, man, what if I just like got like $100 cash out and just went down to valet and gave them $50 each and just said, I used to work here. It gets better.
That's an absolutely insane thing to do.
But then I thought like the social situation of doing that would be so uncomfortable that I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I feel like because it feels very like performative.
Yeah, it's very performative. But I was like, if I'd done it, I wouldn't be talking about it. But I'm saying because I thought about it.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it.
Well, now I'm going to sound performative.
Yeah. Oh, great. What have you done?
I did. Okay, but I do have.
Well, maybe I will do it, guys. Maybe I'm going to do it one day.
I do believe that my postman is the best postman.
I think he's the same postman as me because now I'm building a relationship with him.
He's so good, right?
He's good. He knocked on my window the other day because Tony was there.
Yeah.
And my doorbell doesn't work.
Yeah.
And he had a registered post for me and he said, oh, your doorbell's not working, but I didn't want to wake up the cat. Yeah.
Yeah, he's so good.
He's good.
He'll like stop me in the street. He'll pull the van over in the street if I'm walking my dog and be like, I've got a package for you, and then come in again. So
let's get him a Christmas present.
I got him a Christmas present.
Nice.
I gave him just like a card with like $50 in it. Wow. Because I was like, this guy's made my life so much better throughout the year because like I never miss a package because he just he'll stop me. I'm always on a walk,
You're around.
And he'll see me and just give me the parcel,
Yeah.
It's unlikely that I miss one. And I was like, and then I tried to look up and I haven't been able to work out, but I went to look at the awards. You can do the internal awards at Australia Post.
If you can nominate him.
To see if I can nominate him for, because he's so good, right?
Yeah. I want to
Usually
make his
people
life
are
better.
like, Australia Post sucks, I hate it. Nobody does it. This postie, the best postie in the history of the world.
It's people that make a difference.
Yeah.
It really is.
He takes care when he's doing his job.
He takes care. He's good at it and it makes our lives better.
He's such a great guy. Shout out.
He is.
Don't want to say which suburb because
guy,
I don't know if he's allowed to take cash from people, but
But he didn't know.
He didn't know.
He
might not have taken, opened the card. Who knows?
I do love that when people are good at their jobs. Was I talking to you about this the other day? We were just in the car talking about good customer service.
We were loving good customer service.
Because I was talking about how there's like also this guy that works at the loading dock at a Coles that we have to go to for my day job sometimes. And I'm like, before he was at the loading dock, it was a nightmare. Now he's there, it's awesome. And look, he's on to bigger and better things and I wish him the best. But God.
And I was talking about a lady that I met 2 years ago at a JB Hi-Fi in Taree. Who
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, she was the best customer service ever. It sticks with you though, you know?
It sticks with you.
It sticks with you. Good customer service is the best.
It's so good. And you want it from a JB Hi-Fi as well, especially. I hate it when I go into a JB Hi-Fi, you know, because sometimes when you like need a new computer, I normally ask, you know, a few people in my life, just tell me what computer to get. But then I was still open and I went into JB fully open. I'm coming in with money to burn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want the guy to tell me what to buy. And they're like, yeah, I don't know. You could probably get this one. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Give me like a real passionate pitch.
Yeah.
And so when they've got it locked down, it's so good.
It's so good. And you can tell that they actually know when they're just being like, yeah, you get this one or this one. And you go like, well, you don't actually.
Yeah, you don't really care.
You don't know or care. Like, you're not going to answer my questions. I don't know enough. I need you to tell me.
Yes.
I need you to talk to me, interview me about what I need, and then tell me why that one's right.
And I want you to be passionate about it.
Passionate about it.
I want you to have passion.
Because I'm passionate about the things that I love.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
All right.
Okay.
Let's finish on a fuck watch, which again is a classic B&T game, trying to hold things together while Concettas away, trying to stay in the world of B&T, okay? Fuck watch is a game where it's like fuck, marry, kill, kind of, but you have two people or things or concepts or whatever, and it's fuck, which one are you fucking, and which one is in the room watching.
Okay.
And they might be watching, they might be contributing in any kind of way in their character sense. How about we do even what you just said, Julia Gillard and Bob Catter?
I knew you were going to say that. As soon as you said that there was two, I was like, oh, no.
Julia Gillard and Bob Catter, fuck watch.
So can we choose if we're watching?
Wow. I've never had that asked. And I think technically, like, that's not no, but I don't hate it. Because I want to hear what you think them fucking and what you're going to contribute as a watcher would be like.
Okay, so my thing is that firstly, it's like I'm not gay, so I feel like I wouldn't know what to do with Julia Gillard.
Julia, yeah.
But then that would mean that I would have to.
I think Julia would take the lead, but then there's always the, you know, the risk that the experience may awaken something in you.
Maybe. You never know. And then Bob Catter, then I would have to have sex with Bob Catter, which I would not love to do. So that would be the reason. I think
he was hot when he was young.
That doesn't really help me now.
Yeah, I know. But you know, it's good to just remember.
But then also, I feel like I would hate to hear the commentary that Bob Catter would give if me and Julia Gillard were going at it.
Can you do it? Can you do a bit of it? Oh, no, don't do that.
Like, oh, no. That's not,
And he'd switch into dime.
I mean, let it blossom bloom, but you're not eating the blossom out, right?
Oh, yuck.
You know,
or he'd be like, yeah, that's very nice, do that. No, not like that. he would, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be, I like, yeah.
And what about Julia? Can I do a Julia? Can you
do a Julia? You do a Julia.
It's been a long time since we've heard from Julia and her voice and her accent specifically.
I like it.
That wasn't
bad. Good. I was listening. I was listening and enjoying.
It draws people in, Julia's accent.
That might calm me down if I did have to do it with Bob Catter.
Bob, no, you're being too rough with her. Bob, take your hand and place it on her breast.
Bob, you're being like a crocodile.
No, you don't want to be like a crocodile. You just want to inhabit the essence of the crocodile.
Yes, don't fully eat her.
No, just gently.
Yeah, so I would like to watch so I didn't have to be involved in that. But I think those two being there could be a tension between them. Because a positional, political sort of, you know.
And they're closer in age than either of us with Bob or Julia.
I feel like it would make both of them feel uncomfortable to have sex with me, basically. You know, I'm basically
because you're so young,
as a child, essentially. You know.
Yeah. Well, then, so what are you going to do when you're watching? How are you going to contribute? Are you going to kind of guide Bob to be a bit gentler, or
I guess you know what? I'll probably take his hat off.
And hold it carefully.
Don't put that on the ground. I would never, you know, never put the akubra down wrong. You know, there is a correct way to take the akubra off and on.
Yeah.
and if not, you will ruin the shape of the hat. And so
you will know
I will
that,
take
yeah.
care of that. And yeah, then I would like to, encourage safe sex between the two of them.
Definitely. Even though you're beyond the age of conception, there is still a risk of sexually transmitted disease, and it is quite rife within the older community.
Exactly, it's rampant.
STIs,
absolutely rampant. Nobody's talking about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I also feel like my skin would crawl at being touched.
By either of them.
And they might be more comfortable with each other than with a stranger as well. You know,
yeah,
when I'm about
there's
their
a
comfort
familiarity
too,
there between them.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I think that's a good answer.
Maybe I could read the misogyny speech.
Yes. That would be iconic.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're watching Bob Catter, Julia
Gillard. I say
Gillard.
Julia's on top.
Yeah. Julia on
control,
top for this
Julia.
one. I will
I'll
not
read it.
be lectured about misogyny from this man. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be good.
Well, that's all. That's all for this week.
Well, thank you.
And I sneezed to say goodbye.
Bye.
Is there anything you want to plug, actually?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I guess when will this come out?
Fucking in a few weeks. Do you have shows?
I've got Melbourne Fringe.
Melbourne Fringe.
But I don't know if that will be before or after this. It's like the first week of October I'm going to Melbourne for the Fringe.
I think,
do a new show?
I think that's probably, first week of October. Go check out Danielle, Melbourne Fringe. I'll put it in the bio of the other episode with you as well. Sorry, I didn't ask you to plug it.
No. I guess I'm hoping that me and my podcast with Kate Dolan will be back when she gets back from the UK.
What's it called again? Becoming Best Friends?
Becoming Best Friends, yeah.
Becoming Best Friends is Danielle's podcast with Kate Dolan. Very funny lady as well.
And then, I don't know. I think that's basically sort of it. I guess comedy festivals when they kick off eventually.
Yeah, kind of just like forever. Like, please just follow, like, subscribe, buy tickets to anything I do in your city.